If you didn't know, my name is Ebola Man and I'm a professional skid, but there were times where I wasn't professional, I was just a skid. And back in those days, whole lot of batch, let me tell you that, whole lot of CMD, whole lot of @echo off, not a lot of real hacking. Oh man, this is nostalgic. We're gonna take a look about 3 years, 2 years back. We're gonna see the type of stuff that I was doing back then. And by the way, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I mean, let's get straight into it. From my old laptop, I just sent myself this file, the zip file, and it has a bunch of old files. Even gave it a password because if anyone finds this, man, I don't want people seeing the stuff that's on here, to be honest. Okay, let's start with the first folder, batch. And I'll explain all of these because some of them might seem pretty random. Okay, so we have 666 elite.bat. Okay, so what this is a fake tool that actually downloads a token logger onto your PC for educational purposes only, of course, and token logs you. All right, so the batch file starts, gives it a title, goes to the temporary folder. So this is where viruses can hide, in the temporary folder, and then downloads this and runs it and then deletes it. Look how sneaky it is. Literally runs it, gets your token, then deletes it, clears the screen, and this program starts. So what this was a few years back, when was this? 2021. So around 2020, 2021, there was this tool called 666 Elite, and there was a lot of them actually. Basically, they were fake IP pullers. It was a crazy scam. Like these fake hackers or coders, they basically made these IP pullers similar to this one, and they sold it, but it didn't really work. And someone sent it to me in Python on Discord, and I just remade it into a batch file and also tagged this onto it. But I never actually used it like maliciously. At least I don't remember. I hope Windows Defender doesn't pick it up. Okay, 6. And here's the thing. Do you see this like shitty design? Like, do you literally see how like this thing, it's not even connected? Dude, I could have actually made this so good, but like the Indian scammer who like made the 666 IP puller in the first place, this is literally exactly what it looked like. I'm really gonna try to find some YouTube videos because I replicated it perfectly in batch. So you put the IP in there. Let me just put in a loopback IP, see what it does. And see how it says checking info with a K? That's also another mistake it had. It was so funny. Oh, okay, no. You were supposed to write a Discord username. Okay, I didn't do it right. Okay, yeah, okay. And it basically is just a random IP address anymore. It doesn't even clear the screen, just keeps on going. I replicated it perfectly, man. I was an artist. Okay, wait, so if I wanted to, let's say a username like user123, like on Discord, right? It's a Discord puller. I run this, checking info, and it gives me a fake IP. And another thing that I could have done to like trick people even more, or like to make it more realistic, is basically also save a file, and every IP generated, like it'll show up the same. So for user and this IP, it would like be saved in a text file and they would be linked. So whenever someone typed user, it would just print this one out. Because look, if I type user again, it's gonna give me like another random one. So yeah, that's what was on my mind back then. All Wi-Fi pass. Okay, I'm not gonna run this, but this basically just shows all the Wi-Fi passwords on your computer. This one's actually pretty cool. Okay, Batchcraft 1. Okay, this one I totally skidded. Like I did not make this at all. I was just looking online and this guy literally made like Minecraft in batch. Dude, I don't know why I was so obsessed with batch. You place these hashtags and those are your blocks. Okay, yeah. So, and you can just like build stuff, I guess. Yeah, so that's all it is. And I remember being so like interested in these, but I was so confused because, okay, look at this code. Can you tell me you understand? You might be like a level 10 lead hacker. Dude, tell me if you understand what the hell is going on here. Okay, like I'm a little better now, so I could figure it out. Back in the day, this looked so confusing. It still looks confusing, but I could figure it out. I could actually probably make something similar. But yeah, I used to make games in batch. Okay, I don't know if we'll go through that in this video, but dude, I literally made a game in batch. It's Matrix inspired. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get to that. Okay, bat2exe. This converts any batch file into an executable file. So let's say 666 elite. If I drag this over to bat2exe, now it shows up here and it's .exe and it runs exactly the same. Basically what it just did is used iExpress, which is a tool on Windows, to basically make it an exe that extracts itself to the temporary folder. So if I ran this, it would run as normal, but basically all that happened is that it's still a batch file, but it's just opened in the temporary folder. So Yeah. Tool.bat. Oh, early 2021. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure I was making a tutorial on this. That's why this was made by anything. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, I can't say what this is because YouTube doesn't like that. So I'm just gonna say it backward. So it's a sod tool, right? We're saying it backwards in game. So this solder was made by anything. That's because usually I put like Ebola man or whatever here, but it was a tutorial. With great power comes great responsibility. Server target. So yeah, okay. Let me just put myself. Okay, so it just pings the IP, and now this is the IP address you want to be attacking. Attacking server 192.197.0.0.1. Click enter if so. Oh, look, it's even red. That's how you know it's real. Okay, and it basically just pings it like, I'm sure my connection's doing fine. So yeah, I'll give you a little bit of context on this one. Basically, there was a YouTube tutorial from 9 years ago, and it was exactly this. Just this guy coding it, and he didn't leave the code in the description or anything. So I had to just watch the video, and it was like some crappy like 360p quality, and I had to just like squint and like type it out line by line just to get this, and it doesn't even work. Oh man, what the hell was I doing, bro? Yeah, that's that's the peak of my skidness, bro. Watching a low quality YouTube video and typing this whole file out line by line. Next up, we got fake cmd.bat. Okay, I'm pretty sure all this is a cmd, but I added some extra commands like sub. Oh wait, is this my old YouTube channel link? Oh my, okay, wait, hold up. So if I type sub, that's what it opens up. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was gonna show that. It's fine. Okay, I'm starting to remember this. Dev mode on. Guys, you actually won't believe this. Look how crazy this is. Dev mode on. Huh? Oh, wait. Dev mode on. Okay, get server -r. Get server -r. Whoa, what the hell is, what the skid, bro? Bro, why is it listing my files? Wait, what? This just randomly popped up. That's part of the code. It's supposed to connect to an FTP server. So like as if you're a hacker, you know, as if you actually use this to hack it, but it's like some random public FTP server. Yeah, just FTP is like this random ass, and it doesn't even work. It's probably inactive. I ran tree, which is like my files, and then driver query, man. Like, how could you be this much of a skid, bro? To make it look like your code is actually doing something, you just do random stuff, so stuff shows up on the screen. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, wait, I hope this doesn't actually mess up. Like, please don't shut down. Please don't shut down. Yeah. Okay, if you're a skid, you definitely think this is real. So what this does, you add computers, like an IP address or something, or like something like this. You can put in its domain name or its IP address. You choose what happens to it, and then you press this. You just press OK, and it supposedly shuts it down. Like, you need to have so many things enabled for this to work. You know, skids think that you just put in someone's IP and it's gonna shut down. Dude, you need so much like remote stuff happening for that to actually go through. It's crazy. So yeah, that's fake. If you've ever seen a video on that. Okay, moving on. We got FTP brute force. IP. Okay, let's test this out. Let's see if this is actually gonna work. Wait, let me start an FTP server real quick. All right, so I actually want to test this out and see if it actually brute forces FTPs. So I'm gonna put in my IP address. I just put on a FTP server. Username is admin. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, I'm pretty sure this was me testing stuff out. Probably explain this more in another video. All right, moving on. Game.bat. Okay, yeah. I also skidded this. This is similar to the Minecraft one. Kind of better in my opinion. You just like go for the coins. Yeah, I think I was just looking at all these batch games because when I was trying to make my own, I wanted to combine a bunch of them. So I just used these. I was going to say as inspiration, but I was just skidding them. I'm going to be honest. There was no inspiration. I was just stealing that shit, to be honest. All right, gen IPs. I'm guessing it generates IPs. Okay, yeah. History.bat. Oh, okay, yeah. It shows your DNS history. I'm not running that. ipscanner.bat. But before I run these, I'm gonna look at the code first just to make sure nothing crazy happens. wnet shell, okay. Let's see the commands. We can scan my network for IP addresses, check IP address for services, DNS. Okay, let's try to scan my network then. Oh yeah, I remember this. I also use this for another tool that we'll get to soon. At the moment, there aren't many online devices on my network right now, so. Okay, kalilinux.bat. Man, this one's old. I was working on this one for a minute. Kali Linux simulator. So the way it works, it just converts Windows commands into Linux commands. So for example, if I typed, yeah, okay, so it's Linux to Windows. Basically, if you were using Linux your entire life and you needed to switch over, this is what you would use. No, it's not. But yeah, so like cat is like type, psx is task list. Man, what? How many are there? Apt install git. Oh, and I use choco or whatever that's called. Oh look, so okay, no, this one's cool. Actually, not the enter username part, but it basically when you upgrade to an admin shell. Man, this is long. Metasploit. Wait, I made Metasploit. Oh wait, I remember having a fake Metasploit too. Wait, I don't know if that's here. Wait, I did. Yo, that's so cool. Okay. Hold up. No, I'm not. Nope, I was a skid when I made this. I'm not a skid anymore. Yeah, I remember making this fake ass exploit. Okay, Recon. This is where things get interesting. I'm pretty sure that among the first videos I've ever made on Ebola Man, it was on these. It was on Recon. I still remember like the whole lore behind this file. Basically, this is when IP loggers, IP sniffers, they were popping off. I wanted to make one in batch, and then I remember I was just it was the summer and I was walking outside at this random park and I just had the idea and so much motivation, like, dude, what if I make like a multi-tool batch file that's used for IP sniffing and I make like some cool, and like basically this just catapulted me into doing everything else. Like this was what got me into really got me into like actual batch files and cyber. So let's see the commands. We can listen IP, we can geolocate, we can get the host name, and all these other commands. Dude, I remember I was so proud of this. Oh man, when I first made my Discord server, people were like joining. They're like, oh, does this work? Is this real? And it wasn't real because I was a skid. Okay, so you can dump all IP addresses or you can sniff IP addresses. And these are just netstat commands. This isn't anything crazy. So if you snip them, they just show up like this. Let me ping Google, for example. If I go, stuff should pop up. Wait, I don't know if that's from the ping actually, but yeah, this just shows connections. Like this isn't pulling any IPs, to be honest, unless it's P2P. But yeah, I was so proud of this, I can't lie. So 1 month later, or not even a month later, almost 2 months later, I made Recon V2. Now, you know, if it has V2 at the end of it, this stuff is gas. Recon V2, look at this. We switched it up a little bit with this one. Okay, wait, let's see what else we added. So we have all our previous commands. Now we have trace. Okay, no, I think we have trace. Now we have scan and we have ports. Look at that. Scan your network for IP addresses. Are you sure you want to scan? Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll blur this out, Okay, that was actually cool. So Recon V2, this is where I started. Man, I was cooking here, I can't lie. You know, some of these things were a little unfinished, but yeah, in general, that was pretty fun. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe this gave you some inspiration for, yeah, I don't know, batch files, for tools that you can work on. Honestly, man, like batch is so fun. Once you get a little bit better, for me, for example, the funnest language for me right now is C++. That's because I actually know how to use it, and there's a lot more possibilities and you can do a lot more things than just batch. But even with batch, like you can get pretty creative. Like look, people were literally making Minecraft on batch. The possibilities are pretty big, and man, I have so much more. Okay, these are cool. No, I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this, okay, because this was really fun. That was one folder. I have like 20. This was a video that I was thinking of making for a while. I was like, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna be like reacting to my old files and stuff. And today I'm like, let's just do it, you know? Let's check it out. So I did. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.